Yo, what's up, y'all? Dante here. I am here. I told you I was going to do my recap video a lot earlier this week, and here I am. So I picked three games on, what was it? Was it Thursday night? I think it was Thursday night, Friday morning, something like that. So I did pick for three games for week five. Let's get into the recap. So, first game is Maryland versus Indiana. It was a rout. Hold on, let me get that off. It was a rout, 44-17. I somewhat close. I had the final score 33-21 Maryland. The over under was 50. So yeah, if you took the over, you're good. Money line was Maryland by 14 and a half. So yeah, they hey, I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. I watched the game. It was just a complete clinic. Maryland did amazing. They gave up that one touchdown at the end. That's why it's the score the way it is. But it is what it is. Uh, Tagovailoa, he had 352 yards and five passing touchdowns. That man just did everything. He was killing them. I'm gonna save it for my picks for next week, but just stay tuned for that. So yeah, if you took the money line and you took the over, you were good. Um, I was off by yeah, it was all by what 11 points for Maryland, and then I gave Indiana too much credit because, like I said, they just scored like a garbage time touchdown. They only really had 10 points. So yeah, I'm very impressed by Maryland. I'm very impressed. 5-0. They go next week into Columbus, undefeated matchup against Ohio State. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited. I can't wait. Next up is we have Notre Dame and Duke. Um, I picked final score 27-24. Um, it was a much more defensive battle than I thought it was going to be. Um, I thought Sam Hartman was going to show up and show out. Now, granted, he did show up in the fourth quarter. He made some plays, made some throws. Ultimately, we got the W. That's all I care about in these situations. Um, Notre Dame was minus 5.5. So they established that, and over under was 52. So if you took the under, I am sorry. I'm so sorry, but there was nowhere near 52. They expected it to be a high scoring game, and I was the same way too. But definitely, if you took the money line, you took Notre Dame, you're all good. Um, it was a very great, it was a very good game, but I don't know. I'm very concerned though going forward. It seems like we're not getting that Sam Hartman from Wake Forest. We're not getting that best passer in school history type guy from out of him. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if he wants to. I don't know if Freeman wants to focus on the run. But look, man, sometimes you gotta open it up. You gotta spread the ball around, open up the field, and then maybe if you get some running lanes, he can do it. Estimine, he did have two touchdowns. Hartman had 222 yards and no touchdowns. Let's say Riley Leonard had 134 yards, a touchdown, and interception. So it wasn't too much craziness going on. Um, but I was very impressed by how hard they fought, and just they understood they could not lose this game or their season would be over. And yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. The last game is the USC Colorado. That's probably if you do watch these videos, that's probably what you're coming for anyway. Um, I predicted 47-31. Final score was 48-41. So Colorado scored an extra 10 points. I made a video earlier that Saturday when it was 21 nothing. It was basically 21 nothing in the first quarter. I was like 21 to nothing in like the second quarter with like 14:55 left or something like that. At that point, I was like, I made the video. I was done. I knew that game was over. I still watched it though. I watched the whole thing still. I was very, not very surprised, but I was impressed with the fight because they So I don't know. Some just told me they couldn't pull the same stuff they did in Oregon 2 weeks in a row. I didn't see that happening with especially with Coach Prime coaching them. I couldn't see that happening 2 weeks in a row. It looked like it was going to. Um, he said something about they're like a really late starting team. But when they get going, they can get going, and it was true. They got going. They scored like 20 points in the fourth quarter. The second half, they made it very interesting. Let me go through these numbers real quick. So USC was favored 21 and a half. If you took the money line, uh, sorry, bro. They didn't win by 3 touchdowns. It was going that way, but no. Over under was 73. You picked the over, you're good. You got it. Um, Two things about this game I did not like. There was a point where, what was it, 48, 48. So there was a point when it got to 48, 20, uh, was it 48, 27, I think? There was a point where after they scored, they took a 2 point conversion. I didn't like that because my thinking was if it got to the chance where they had a chance to win it, and it did, if they ever scored at the end to tie it up, right? Going for They went for two and they missed it. If they had somehow came back and went down and scored, all they would have to do is kick a field goal. I mean, kick an extra point. You'd be up one. Because they missed a 2 point conversion, either there's two things that he was going to do. He either was going to go for two again to win the game, or he was going to kick the extra point and possibly go into overtime. And then you may lose in overtime anyway. And so it was just weird. There's a lot of weird stuff with his coaching philosophy. I don't understand. Like the Colorado State game, he received the ball first in overtime. Overtime, you're always supposed to play defense first. You never take the ball first. Um, I don't know. I feel like some of his overconfidence is going to come back to bite him in the butt. Um, and then that final drive when they were down 14. Now they had already not converted. They had I think they punted, and the USC got the ball, and they got down to the end, and it was about 5 or 6 minutes left, and after they had missed the field goal, they got the ball back with a chance, and I was thinking, okay, they got a shot. The way their offense has been moving, they can get down the field in no time. OC, I don't know if he had, I don't know if he had money on the game or what. He ran. I don't know what kind of. At that point in the game, with no timeouts and you're down two scores, you need to be running a 2 minute offense. It was a really weird play calling selection, man. It was like take the ball, snap, run a draw, get a couple yards, and the clock keeps running. You have no timeouts, and it's not like the first down rule doesn't apply until the last 2 minutes. So for 4 minutes, the clock is just running while you run. I don't know if they were just. I don't know. I guess they kind of conceded to some degree. They were just able to get into the end zone and score at the end, but it was really weird. And then the announcer said something about what I was thinking. Oh, were they just trying to Were they just trying to run the clock down and then try and get the onside kick? And the onside kick is already a very, very low risk. I mean, not low risk, a low chance of success anyway. So you're running all that clock down, no timeouts. You're putting the whole game on an onside kick. That's what I'm saying. With Deion Sanders, he has a weird, I don't know. It's a weird coaching philosophy. Some of the stuff he does is just mind boggling. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I don't understand. That really. Luckily, the game didn't come down. I mean, luckily they didn't. I don't know, man. Just very strange, very strange. But yeah. So those are my picks. Once again, I had a perfect week. Nice in terms of picks. I didn't like score wise. I was off. It was pretty close though. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty close. I'm proud of myself. But yeah, I was 3-0 this week. So that's hopefully next week, week 6, we go into it. and keep the streak rolling. All right. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.